Hi everyone, good evening. Today we're gonna talk about the data science career guide. So basically this webinar is for only for to understand how to crack the data science interview. Okay, and what are the different steps you have to perform, okay, in your data science journey, okay, for getting a first job. And see, this is Nawaz. I'm a data science expert as well as artificial intelligence expert, and you see I completed my master degree in statistics, and that's why, okay, I'm very passionate about a data science. For learning data science, see, data science, it's not about a small single term, it's about a whole part, okay, it's a very big thing. So each and every day you have to learn anything new, okay, anything new in a data science field. So let's go with our session. So this is about myself, and let's see some about InfosecTrain. Okay, basically we are one of the finest security and training and technology training and consulting company. And see, here we have a high range of like 70 plus pools of trainers we have, and we are offering 200 plus courses, and these are our trusted clients. Okay, see, you see some of the like very prestigious the institutes in that. So this is all about the Infosec train. So let's go with the agenda first. So in the today's webinar, we are going to talk about a how to build data science resume. Okay. After that, we'll talk about how to build data science portfolio. So there is a difference between data science resume as well as the data science portfolio. So we are gonna also talk about that. And as well as after that we'll see some of the most frequent data science interview question. So as you all know, when we are dealing with interview question, which means no question is a, like you can say that 100% of the time the interviewer gonna ask you, okay, in the interview. But you will see that in most of the interviews, okay, those questions are just asked by the interviewer. And after that we'll talk about how to prepare for a coding round. Okay, so let's go with a first, resume building. So how to write a great data science resume as well as a curriculum vitae. Okay, so you see here, when we talking about a resume, so we should know why we wanna write resume. Okay, we should know the definition of the resume. So first thing is that a resume is nothing but a brief written account of your personal, educational, as well as professional qualification and experience. Okay, and writing a resume for data science job application is rarely a fun task, but it is a necessary evil. And the majority of companies require a resume in order to apply to any of their open jobs. And a resume is often the first layer of the process in getting the past, means the gatekeeper, from the gatekeeper, means our recruiter or the hiring manager. So you see, a writing a brief summary of your own experiences sounds like an easy task, but many struggle with it. Okay, so let's go and see how to write a clear and concise resume that will catch the eye of a recruiter or a hiring manager. Okay, so let's go and see how to prepare an impactful resume. Okay, so first step for preparing an impactful resume is to keep your data science resumes brief. Okay, the first thing you should just strive for in writing a resume is to keep it short. Okay, a good resume should not only be one page long unless you have at least 2 to 3 years of relevant experience for the job you're applying to. Okay. Even then, there are recruiters out there, those who will just toss any resume longer than one page. Okay. Recruiters or hiring managers receives a lot of resumes every day, okay, for the current position, and they usually have about only 30 seconds, okay, to look over someone's resume and make a decisions, okay, about that particular candidate. Okay. And see, although you might have dozens of data science project, okay, you would like to highlight, you need to prioritize. You want to boil your experience down to the most important, okay, relevant points, so it is easy to scan. Okay. Second thing is that customize each resume to the job description and the company. It's many time you will see that many people are just using the same resume for each and every job. Okay. Even they are applying for data science, again they are using the same resume pattern. Even they are just applying for a data analyst, even they are also use the same resume for data analyst position, for machine learning engineer, for business analyst. Okay. And for each and every open position that the people applying for. So basically we should avoid that particular thing. So for each and every job, okay, you need to customize your resume, okay, according to that job description and that company. Okay. So you certainly create a single resume and send that to every data science job you apply for. So it would also be a good idea to try and adjust customized tweaks to your resume for each application you submit. Although it requires more work front, okay, adding small details here and there in accordance to the job description would certainly impress the hiring manager or the recruiter. So this doesn't necessarily mean you need to do a wholesale rewrite and redesign every time you apply for a job. But at a minimum, if you notice important keywords and the skill mentioned in the job description, okay, you be sure the resume you are sending, that resume to the recruiter, just highlight your skills in those particular areas mentioned in the job description and makes use of those keywords, okay, frequently in your resume. Let's say like you are applying for a particular data science role, and in that, see, in the data scientist role, you see there are different domains. Okay. One is for machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision. We have so many different, you can say that, domain in the data science. So when you are dealing with this kind of scenario, so let's say like in the job description, many times you will see that the company wants a machine learning expert. Okay. So at that time, try to just mention a project, okay, in the first, okay, which you completed, okay, corresponding to only machine learning. So then there will be higher chances of getting selected or getting hired by that company. Okay. You may also want to take a look at the company's website to try to get an idea of their preferred style and tone, and adjust the writing and aesthetic of your resume accordingly. See, you have to find a way to structure yourself such that when an employer is looking at your resume, they go, this person was sent down from the heavens just for my particular position, isn't it? So obviously, but still worth pointing out, like it doesn't list any skills or experience that you don't actually have. So it's totally fine to reframe your real skills and experiences to fit the context of a job posting, but it's not okay to exaggerate or make things up. Okay, so after that, okay, so let's see how to choose a different templates. Okay, so see, again, this is one of the most important part of a resume. See, first thing is that, okay, you should create your resume in one page if you are fresher, as well as if you are experienced up to 1 year or 2 years. Okay, try to just write the short your resume. Okay, try to keep all the things in a one page. Okay, and see, then after that you have to choose a template for your resume, and it should be unique. Okay, so while every resume will always include information like past work experience, skills, contact information, and many more things, you should have a resume that is unique to you. Okay, that starts with the visual look of your resume, and there are many different ways to accomplish a unique design. Okay, see, you can create your own resume from scratch, but it may be easier to start with creating resume templates for free. Okay, like if you have a like Microsoft's you can say that, see here, if you have the Microsoft see license version, so you can simply go ahead and see here. From here you can easily just find out the, you can see that. Okay, so this is I just downloaded a one resume template. Okay, which is, you can say that, one design. Okay, which is a unique design, and see, I have a second design as well. So I just downloaded this particular unique template from this Microsoft, okay, Word. Okay, see, like this you can just create your the, or you can just find out your own template. Okay, see, this one is the another one. Okay, so these are the basic things you should know. Okay, how to create the resume. See here, this is another resume. So basically this is for student only. Okay, see here, you have to just mention your objective, then your education, then experience in terms of some interview internships or some entry level job, and then you have to mention the skills and the activities, okay, that you performed in your college. Okay, so see, this is one of the template. Okay, or even just go here and see how you can just find out a different resume patterns. Okay, okay, so see, if I wanted to create the, if I want the more different resumes, okay, so see the more templates. Okay, see, now for this one, okay, let's go here, resume and cover pages. So see here, there are lots of different types of resume you will have. Okay, you can simply go here and choose the one resume, okay, which is suitable for you. Okay, see here, from here you can easily download any resume. Okay, and then see, each and every resume's template is different. Okay, so likewise we have so many templates here. Okay, so simply just go here, and even we have the different sites. Okay, what are the different sites we have for just finding out a resume template for free? Okay, we have a Cradle. Okay, just note it down, we have a Cradle. Okay, then we have a visual CV, then we have a CV MKR, and also we have a enhanced CV. Okay, so like this, these are the few, you can say that, the few, the free sites for just downloading a creative resume templates. Okay, and after getting this resume, you can see that, okay, okay, So see, after just downloading the resume of unique design, and as well as after see, keep in mind that the type of resume template you choose is also important. Okay, if you are applying to companies with more traditional fields, okay, like the Dells or the HP or the IBM of the words, okay, so try to aim for more classic style of resume. Okay, if you are if you are aiming for a company with more of a startup vibe, like a Google, Facebook, okay, Pinterest, okay, and you see now we have so many more companies, okay, you can choose a template or create a resume with a little bit more flair, perhaps with some graphics and unique coloring in it. Okay, so again, it depends on the culture of the company. Okay, so just go and try to just read about the company, okay, of the like uh, on the company's website, and you will see that you can easily just find out the like whether you wanna go with a classic resume or you wanna go with a like more dashing resumes with some graphics in it as well as some unique coloring. Okay, or you can choose between a column style resume or a block style resume, okay, where everything is stacked in one column, or usually better for people like a different column style resume. Okay, so either way, keep it simple. Again, a hiring manager may only take 30 seconds to scan this document and make a decision. So when in doubt, keep things short and sweet. Don't be afraid of white space in your resume design. Okay, just remember that although you start with a template, you should take the time to make it your own. Okay. Yeah, sure. I can share the resume site. Those are free, okay, with you. So let me just share those resume sites with you. You can just go and search for that. So this is the one name, Cradle. Then we have the visual CV. Okay. Then we have also the CVMKR. Okay. Then as well as we have the enhance. Okay, enhance CV. Okay, so like this also. Okay, other than this, you can simply go ahead and search for the many different companies. Okay, those are providing a free templates for your resume. Okay, so these are only few, you can say that the free sites. Okay, even we have lots of free sites. Okay, so like if you go with the resume which is having a contact information located towards the bottom of the page, so in that case you have to rearrange the your resume. Okay, just go with that resume which having a contact information at the top of the page. Okay, so if a recruiter or a hiring manager decides to contact you based on your resume, so you don't want them to have to scratch through the whole resume before they find the information, okay, that particular contact information. So make sure to just put your contact information at the top of your resume. Okay, and now let's see the few key things to remember about your contact information and what to put there in the context of a data science resume especially. Okay, first thing is that okay, first thing is that you should have to you do not have to put in your whole physical address. Okay, let's say some candidates are just putting a a total address, a full address, so try to avoid that thing. Okay, all you need is the city and state you live in. Okay, so it may be best to leave your location off completely if you are applying for jobs in other cities. Okay, as long as you are willing to relocate. Okay, second thing is that always make sure you have a good working phone number and a professional looking email address listed, okay, on your resume. So see, a good email would be some combination of your first name and the last name, that is like a first name dot last name at the rate gmail.com, okay, like that. Or if you wanna just create your email id more like a more in a more creative way, so just go with like that first name at the rate, okay, you okay. For that, if you created some website, okay, so then go and try to mention your website name in your email id as well, like your first name at the rate your website url.com. So then you don't want to use a personal looking email address, okay, like a cat lover at the rate gmail.com, okay. So try to avoid those things, okay, while creating your email id, okay. Then third one is the you should include your LinkedIn profile as well as all the different profiles, okay, you the online profiles you have, like the GitHub profile you or the Cura profile or the Kaggle profile, means which are the professional ones, okay, not the Facebook profile or the Instagram profile, okay. So and when you are mentioning these all the profile, so do not mention a whole URL, okay, just go with a shorter, okay, try to create a shorter link, or try to use the thing like just create the name and attach the, you can say that, the link over there, okay. So try to just write down the LinkedIn name and try to attach the LinkedIn your email the link of your LinkedIn account, okay, on that particular word, okay. So then after that you should add a GitHub link or like person, as we already discussed this. And finally make sure your headline reflects the job you are looking to get rather than the job you currently have, okay. So see, okay, after writing a name, okay, you should have to write a headline over there, okay, just before just after the your name. So at, so in that case, when just interviewer or the hiring manager just going through your resume, so in that case he just after just reading the name, he just go with the headline, okay, that you are actively looking for a data science role or a like a role in the data science field or a data analytics field or a machine learning field or the AI field, like this, okay. So try to create that headline by your own, okay, as well as for creating a you can say that the headline, okay, you can use the, like there are many websites for again creating headline, okay. It's like a impressive headline, okay. So just go and just check what are the different websites you have for creating this, or simply you can just mention that, okay, you have the knowledge of like a, well, you are just well versed in particular thing, like well versed in machine learning, and now I am looking for a opportunity in the field of data science or in the field of artificial intelligence. So like that, just mention a like a one line or a two lines headline, okay, just after the your name. So see, after that, just go and create, just go with the different data science projects and your publications, okay. So like immediately following your name, headline and contact information should be your email, should be your projects or publication section. So in any resume, especially in the technology industry, the main thing you want to highlight is what you have created, okay. So in the context of data science resume, or even any different like a data analyst resume or a machine learning engineer's resume, this might include data analysis project. Because you see, in each and every data science project, okay, you have to work on data analysis part. Because in the data science project, okay, first we have to go with a data analysis part after gathering the data. Okay, then second thing is that machine learning project, and even publish scientific articles or a coding tutorials. Okay, so if you publish those, so just mention those things in your resume. Okay, that will be a very impressive resume. Okay, hiring companies want to see what you can actually do with your listed skills. This is the section where you can show off. Okay, so for that you need to showcase relevant projects. Okay, so choose which projects you showcase with one important factor in mind. Data scientists have one goal, and that is to solve business problem. Okay, so it's not about how technically difficult the challenge is, it's not about how cool the solution is or the tools that you are using. It's about whether you are able to solve that business problem or not. Okay, thus while you can definitely include personal project on resume, you should pick ones with someone relevance or connection to the job you are applying for. Okay, project should demonstrate your technical skills, but ideally they will also demonstrate how your technical skills are applicable to solving real business problem. Okay, you definitely want at least one project or publication on your resume, but if you have some more space, add as many as you can neatly fit in your resume. Okay, so again, while you are just mentioning those projects in your data science resume, you should know each and everything about that particular data science project. Okay, and just don't go with any other data science projects. Okay, try to just create your own data science projects. Okay, because when if your data science project is unique, then no one can say that yes, yeah, there is no projects which is similar to that particular project, okay, on the internet, okay, or on the open source. So just go and try to create your own projects. Okay, so that is important. And then you should have to explain all the project, okay, to the interviewer. After that, highlight your skills accordingly the job description. Okay, when you describe each project, be as specific as possible about the skills, tools and technologies you used in that particular project. Okay, how you created the project and what your individual contribution was. Okay, if you are highlighting group projects, specify the coding language, any library you used. Okay, and don't worry if it feels as if you are repeating the same skills. Okay, you plan to list in your skills section. So in fact, the more times you can add those key tools, technologies and skills in your resume, the better. Recruiters and hiring managers often use simple keyword searches to scan resumes. Okay, and you want your relevant skills highlighted in as many spots as possible when they search your resume. Okay, see, if one position is for a data scientist and they are looking for a specialist in only deep learning, okay, they want to create a deep learning model like RNN with LSTM, or even they want to create a more updated model, okay, like bidirectional LSTM. Okay, so in that case, you should just mention deep learning project, you should mention the skills, okay, as a deep learning, but you know all about the deep learning in that case. Okay, if you just, if you have the projects in your resume, okay, corresponding to deep learning, so then just rearrange the project, okay, just put that project at the top, okay. Because see, first thing is that when interviewer or the hiring manager just going through your resume, so he's just checking that the, is this profile relevant to job description, is this profile relevant to that position they are offering, okay. And see, in the job description you will see that many times if they want a specific skills, okay, in the candidate, so they are just looking for that particular skills in your resume, okay. And then more probably they're gonna ask you a more question about that particular skill, okay. So that's why keep in mind when you're applying for any job, okay, any open position, so go and read all the job description carefully, okay, try to understand that job description, okay. And nowadays you will see that, like when you just uploaded your resume on LinkedIn, okay, let's take one example of LinkedIn. And when you uploaded your resume on LinkedIn, so and when you just go on to the job section on the LinkedIn, then LinkedIn automatically shows you that your this particular job is suitable for you, okay. Because they are just using a application tracking system, they are the LinkedIn just comparing the job description and your resume, okay, by using the natural language processing algorithm in the backend. So they are just finding out the keywords from the job description, and they are checking how many types that particular those keywords repeated in your resume, okay. So you can say that you are suitable for this particular position, okay. And you can say that uh, and if you go, okay, into that job, okay, description, so at the end you will see that out of 10 skills, okay, you have the 7 skill, okay. The automatically, okay, LinkedIn just find out you have only 7 skills out of 10 skills, you have 5 skills out of 10 skills, okay. The mention those 10 skills mentioned in the job description, okay. So how LinkedIn knows about that? So that LinkedIn just applied a application tracking system algorithm on a job description and your resume, okay. And he found that your resume, okay, out of 10 skills in the job description, okay, your resume have only 7 skill, okay. So that's the part. So for that purpose you need to go and read each and every job description uh, which are you are applying for, okay. Then, okay, other than this, okay, you need to demonstrate communication skills. And how to demonstrate communication skills? Because see, data scientist is topmost position or the topmost job role in data science field, okay. So like if someone wanted to just switch their career, switch their domain from any domain to data science, then the first choice, okay, for his is nothing but the data scientist position, okay. So at that time, okay, just he just go, and that candidate just go and apply for any random positions, okay. Because the candidate doesn't know about the different position, different domains in data science, okay. So and in that part, okay, So when you are preparing for data science interviews, okay, so you should need to build your communication skills. Now why? Because okay, you just have so many projects, okay, you completed so many projects, data science projects, okay, and you mention those projects in your resume. You have so many skill, you have a like a technical tool, okay, you know a Python, you know R, you know SAS, you know Scala, you know Hadoop, you know all the things, okay. But when at the time of interview, when someone asks you, tell me about your experience in Python, okay, so then you should explain your experience about Python, why you are going with Python, okay, what is pros and cons, what are the different pros and cons about Python, okay, explain in details about R, okay. So you should know the few things, okay, why you are just going with R, why you choose R for data science, okay. So again, when interviewer asks you, tell me about your project, okay, explain your data science project, any project. So at that time communication is very important, okay. You should now see, you completed your certain project, okay, in few months or even few days, okay. So but in the interview, okay, we have only 5 minutes or even less than 5 minutes to explain overall project, okay. So just go and just note down the bullet points, okay, in your project, and just work on that, okay. Now like at this bullet point I wanted to talk this, okay, I wanted to explain this thing, okay, at this bullet point, okay. So just try to understand your projects, okay. So that's why communication skill again is a very important part, okay. And see, after that, okay, how to make your project stand out, okay. Another good way you can stand out from the herd, okay, is just go and mention, okay, any projects that you work on, okay, with unstructured data, okay. So see, many a times many people are working, sorry, many times, okay, many people are working with a like a CSV file data, okay, a mixture kind of data, okay, but not unstructured data. Now what is unstructured data? Means a data in the form of videos, data in the form of text, data in the form of blogs, data in the form of customer reviews, data in the form of audio, data in the form of any, you can say that images, okay, any different format, okay. So if you work with that those datas, so you can simply stand out your project, okay. And that project is very important, is impressive, okay, because it shows you are capable of doing unique work with messy data, okay, not just crunching numbers in, okay, pristine data sets, okay. And see, wherever possible you also want to make sure you are just indicating any measurable results your projects have generated. For example, if you created a machine learning model that would improve sales targeting by 15% as one of your projects, so say that, okay, you in or just mention that in your resume, that if you want to take just mention that particular thing, means you just increase or improve a sales target by 15%, okay, as one of your resumes, okay. So means these are nothing but the one of the achievements, okay, the real life achievements, okay. you will have. So after that, let's go with the another section of the resume, which is nothing but the work experience and the education. So see, I'm not going to just show you any resume, because see, here we are talking about a resume which is related to a data science field, not for a certain position. Okay, when I show you one resume, okay, so it's for one particular, you can say that one particular position. Because see, in the resume, try to customize your resume according to job description and according to that companies. Okay, so that's why I'm not going to share you or show you any resume here. Okay, I'm going to tell you how you can prepare your resume, which is just going to tell about you, okay, to the interview, that yes, he is the right person or she is the right person for this particular job, your particular current position. Okay, so see, I'm mentioning few sections here. Okay, I start with the how you can create the resume. Okay, how to choose unique template. Okay, I start with the headline. Okay, the address. Okay, so those all things. Okay, so try to note down these things. Okay, because these things, okay, you should add. Okay, you should, when you are creating your resume, then you should just use this thing, okay, for creating your resume, and definitely it will be more helpful, okay, when you are creating your resume. So see, when you are just putting your work experience in your resume, so there should be a chronological order. Okay, so your most recent work experience should be listed on top. Okay, with preceding job below that, and so on in on in a chronological order. Okay, and see how far back you go in terms of experience is dependent on a few things. Okay, typically you wouldn't want to go back further than 5 years. Okay, however, if you have uh, relevant work experience that goes back further than that, you may want to include that experience as well. Okay, so if we have a relevant experience, okay, more than 5 years, then just mention that experience. Okay, and if you don't have any relevant experience, okay, the back further the 5 years, okay, then don't mention that particular experience. Okay, let's say you, okay, you are a senior data scientist, you have a 5 years of experience, and previously, before starting your career in data science, okay, you worked, okay, you worked as a some let's say web developer. Okay, so these two things are the different. Okay, the these two things are the difference. So at that time, okay, the if you have a 5 years of experience as a data scientist, so just drop that web developers experience. Okay, because no one say that, just like tell me after completion or after completion of your graduation or the post graduation, okay, why you just why you don't have any experience. Okay, like in a few years, those between few years. Okay, so at that time, okay, if you have a 5 years of experience or more than 5 years of experience in the field of data science, so just mention that particular experience and mention your educational, okay, thing. So these are the few things you need to just uh, keep in mind, that when you are dealing with work experience part of resume, okay, so just add most recent experience should be on the top. Okay, and you see, if you have a longer gaps, okay, like a longer than 6 months, okay, in your work experience section are major red color flag for recruiters and hiring managers. Okay, so they will definitely ask you few questions for that particular gap. Okay, so try to avoid that particular scenario. Okay, and see, or you have some genuine reason or the genuine explanation, okay, why you have such gap. Okay, so you most definitely want to explain, okay, this gap, okay, to your interviewer. Okay, for example, if you took 2 years of to raise children between 2000 let's say 2018 to the 2020, okay, so you still want to add those dates on your resume and state that you were stay at home parent, okay, during that particular period. Okay, so when writing this section, okay, each entry should include your job title, the company name, the period of time you held that position, and your accomplishments in that particular role. So key formatting uniform across your resume, but particularly in this section, if you use filled in bullets for your description of one job, make sure you use the same exact bullet format for all other job descriptions too. Okay, so the same things goes for how you list dates on your resume. If you are spelling out the whole month for each work experience date, then make sure you do this in each place on the resume where a date is included. Okay, so if you have a relevant work experience to the job you are applying for, make sure your description consists of mostly accomplishment rather than duties. Okay, employer want to see what you actually did, not just what you were supposed to do. Okay, and remember, framing your data science accomplishment in the context of business matrix is a good way to demonstrate that you understand the big picture and know how to translate your analysis results into real business outcomes. Okay, so if your work experience is not relevant to the job you are applying for, then you only need to include a company name, your job title, and the dates worked. You don't need to take up space with all the details of an irrelevant job. Okay, so see here, this is how you can mention your job. Okay, this is how you can mention your first a company job title. Okay, the in this between period, okay, you worked on, okay, in that particular company, and the what are the different accomplishments, okay, while you are working in that particular company. Okay, and when you are talking about education, okay, so although it is great to have a degree, okay, either a graduation or a post graduation, okay, or any degree in terms of like a engineering degree or any another degree, so you probably don't want to highlight that first on your resume unless you are a graduating student, okay, looking for their first job in a relevant field. Many resume templates list education first. If you have got work experience and relevant project to showcase, you will want to show those off first and put education closer to the bottom. Okay, so means first you have to explain, or first you have to mention your work experience, okay, and your projects. Okay, and after that you can just put your education closer to the bottom. And the one thing you should list in the education section are post secondary degrees, okay, that is community college or college or and a graduate degree. If you went to college but did not receive a degree, it is best not to list that school. If your degree is not relevant to the job you are applying for, you should still list it. Okay, because you have that particular degree. Okay, so some positions simply require a degree in any field. Okay, like, and some companies may just mention that they need a particular education, okay, from tier 1 or tier 2 colleges. Okay, so like that. So after that, let's go and see what are the skills and extra works, okay, you should mention in your resume. Okay, so see, you just add a all the things, okay, you already added. Okay, you mention a work experience over there, you mention your all the education qualification, okay, the all the accomplishments you have, okay, while you are working. So then, okay, if you like, after just mentioning all the things, okay, just see, is there any space, okay, so to add the other or extra work. Okay, so see, if you are trying to find your first job in data science, so it can be difficult to demonstrate you have the relevant skills and experience on your resume. But yes, there are a couple of different ways you can show off your skills. Okay, in addition to listing your data science projects and publications you have, including the relevant skills you have learned in a skill sections, adding an extras or the other work section with relevant activities and the training part. Okay, the skill section is not optional here. Okay, so when you are creating this resume, which is a data science resume, so the skill section is not is not optional. Okay, so for technical positions, this is a necessity. Okay, recruiters and hiring managers will most likely do a keyword search as a first step in viewing your resume. So you want to make sure key terms like Python or machine learning are highlighted. Only list technical skills or tools. You do not need to list soft skills like leadership or the communication skill. Okay, so in that way you can just add the few things or the extra or the other work in your resume. Okay, so after that, see, in the extra work, okay, as well as if you like, if you just if you can the just add the different awards, okay, you got, and the different certification or the training or anything else, okay, that seems appropriate and the professionals, you can add those things, okay, in the extra section. Okay, and see, in the data science realm, you might want to list any good Kaggle competition results you have had. Okay, so, and as well as the meetup events you have participated in that were relevant and meaningful, and anything else that demonstrates you are actively involved in learning and doing data science. Okay, and see, other than that, okay, we have a data science and machine learning hackathons. Okay, these are a huge plus on your resume, so it shows you, it 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 basically shows you have a healthy competitive spirit and you can enhance your skills and knowledge in your field while creating actual content and projects. So this can also be in the extra session you can mention. Okay, so now, like, from where, okay, you can just go and you can just enroll in the hackathons. So see, we have the a one, like, a one side which is a machine hack. Okay, let me just give you a name. Okay, machine hack. Okay, so just go and search for that. Okay, machine hack, as well as the hacker rank. Okay, so when you are, when do you know about the hacker rank as well as the machine hack for the different hackathons? Okay, because they are just taking a different hackathons, as well as you have the another website which is nothing but the Hacker Earth. Okay, okay. So see, you have so many different websites. Okay, and you can simply go and just enroll for a free hackathons. Okay, as well as there are many competitions are going on a Kaggle. Okay, so while you are just working just going to Kaggle, create an account and just enroll for various competitions. So some competition are for knowledge only, as well as some competition are paid one. Okay, so you can enroll for those competitions as well. Okay, so this is how you can create your impactful resume. Okay, and see, okay, when you are just completing your resume, okay, when you have your finished resume, so try to check the grammar and the spelling. Okay, if you're not good at the a a grammatical part or the spelling part, then just go and check with the trusted friend. Okay, so if you have a trusted friend, so just go and just peer a review of your resume. Okay, and that friend definitely give you a feedback about your resume. Okay, uh, and that friend may catch small errors that you missed. Okay, so try to go for that, because when you just made a small error, even a small simple typo, okay, then which means you're not passionate, okay, about your resume, for creating your resume, which means, okay, this candidate is not suitable for current role. Okay, because if you just create your resume, and this resume is looks very impressive. Okay, and in that, okay, if you that resume don't have any spelling errors and any grammatical errors, so then definitely visually, okay, the resume, okay, someone is reading your resume, let's say hiring manager. Okay, so then he can definitely just say that yes, I'm gonna call him, okay, for the second round of the interview. Okay, so that's why go and just uh, create your resume as shorter as you want. Okay, which is suitable for of one page only, and then just go with the all the things. Okay, go with the contact information, just try to add the contact details. Okay, in a very short manner, like just add a city and the state. Okay, don't try to mention all the contact information. Okay, just number, email id, okay, your LinkedIn link, GitHub link, your any other portfolio link. Okay, or if you created any other portfolio or any website, that is plus. Okay, so just so if you add these things, okay, just if you add the Kaggle link, okay, and you completed a few notebooks, okay, you submitted a few notebooks on Kaggle, then someone just go the recruiter will go and check about your work. Okay, and if not the recruiter, then interviewer will definitely go and check the your past work of the Kaggle on the Kaggle, and definitely he can go with your notebooks as well as the competition, okay, you enrolled on. Okay, so see, these are the major things, okay, of creating an an impactful resume. Okay, so see, after creating resume, second thing is that, okay, the data science portfolio, how to create a data science portfolio. Okay, that looks quite impressive. Okay, see, there are two different terms. One is a data science resume, another term is a data science portfolio. Don't confuse in that. Okay, so see, when I'm saying data science portfolio, okay, yes, data science portfolio means what are the different projects, what are the different blocks, what are the different application, what are the different kinds of work you perform in the data science field. Okay, so and resume is what you are just mentioning the few thing, okay, not all the thing. See, on the GitHub, okay, you on the resume you are just mentioning the GitHub link, okay, but on the GitHub, okay, you can upload your whole project, okay, which means if someone or the interviewer wants to go and check your GitHub profile, so in the GitHub profile the interviewer should see the few data science projects you completed, okay, and few projects which are relevant to current position, which is relevant to that particular position. Okay, so if you just created those project, okay, so it's well and good. Okay, so this is nothing but the data science portfolio. Okay, and see, when I say a a portfolio, so see, each and every data science portfolio is different. Okay, so like say you are a fresher, okay, so try to go and create a unique projects. Okay, see, we have a lot of open source data platform. Okay, see, we have a Kaggle. This is again a very a very you can say that famous open source, okay, platform. Okay, you can download any kind of data from there. Okay, then again we have a data.gov. Okay, again you can download any data from there. Likewise, we have so many resources, okay, for collecting a data. But see, when data is open source, which means, okay, lot of people are working with that data. Okay, so then at that time, okay, if you wanted to create a data science project, okay, which is a very unique project, or you can say that a rare project. Okay, to so just go and try to find out a business problem first. Okay, and try to work on that. Okay, how you can solve that particular business problem. Okay, so see, even if you solve that particular business problem by using data science, definitely by even that one particular data science projects which you created, okay, and that particular project is very unique. Okay, so then definitely each and every interviewer will say that yes, okay, you can they will just it's a you can say that the a plus sign for interviewer. Okay, because like nowadays you can see that we have so many data science and a data, okay, which are open source, and see, you can easily download those data. So when you are downloading those data, which means, okay, a lot of people downloading those data. Okay, and a lot of people just working on that particular data. Okay, so see, that is a different thing again. Okay, if you created a unique projects, okay, again this is a very good. Okay, other than that, okay, if you are just downloading any new any open source data, so try to work on that particular open source data in a very different approach. Okay, so again you can say that working with a different approach on the same data, again it's a very challenging task. Okay, but again it's very important to you, okay, for getting higher, okay, by some companies. Okay, so let's go and explore how to create a data science portfolio. Okay, Why data science projects are crucial? Okay, employers won't pay you to do something you have never done before. Okay, no one gonna hire you, okay, for a role, okay, that you never just have any knowledge about that. Okay, so that's a fundamental rule of labor market in any industry, and data science is no exception. It's quite logical. Okay, really, would you visit the restaurant of a chef who would not cook before, or step onto a plane flown by a pilot who would not never been up in the air before? Probably not. Okay, isn't it? So whether you are transitioning into data science from full-time study, some other career, or simply trying to get a different kind of a data science job, you are going to need experience. Okay, even for entry level positions, if you doing a job requires skills, you need to be able to show you can do it before anyone will pay you to do it. Okay, but most entry level applications have little or no professional experience in data science. So how can you prove that you have got the skills the data science the that particular job requires? Okay, so by using your data science projects, okay, which are there in your portfolio. Okay, so a portfolio of projects take the place of that work experience. Okay, see, so that's why data science portfolio is very important. Okay, because a portfolio of projects take the place of that work experience in your job application. Okay, and it shows potential employers that you really can do the kind of data science work you are applying for. Okay, so in fact, projects might be the single most important part of your application because they crop up at every stage of the process. They will be mentioned on your resume, linked in your application, and you can expect them to play an important role in many jobs interviews. Okay, two, an interviewer might review projects and portfolios when screening candidates. Okay, then he might talk about the projects in interviews too. Okay, you might be asked to explain the statistical choices you made in a data analysis projects, or talk a hiring manager through your code. You might be asked about your experiences working with other on a group project, or about challenges you faced when putting a particular project together. Okay, recruiters just go and they can just uh, they can go and see the candidate's ability. Okay, the technical ability, its subject matter, anything. Okay, they can just check the level of passion for the subject matter. Okay, so each and every data science project is different, because in data science, okay, we are using statistics, we are using mathematics, we are using computer science, we are using a domain knowledge. Okay, let's see data from a medical domain, okay, or a healthcare domain. So you need to have some knowledge about that particular domain, that particular data. Okay, then only you can talk about your particular project. Okay, yes, if you know the knowledge, you have the knowledge of statistics, you have a good knowledge of computer science, but you don't know about the domain knowledge, you don't know about the data. Okay, you just created a model, and you can say that, yes, see, I created a model, and the model gave me a 95% accuracy, which is quite good. Okay, but you see, here you don't know the domain knowledge. Okay, how you created the data, Okay, many times you will see that this client will provide you a data, okay, in a real world scenario. Okay, so but if you are if you want to work on it, if you want to find some insights from a data, okay, you should know the domain knowledge. Okay, you should have some domain knowledge, okay, before working on that particular data. Okay, so after that, see here, okay, after that, for demonstrating a, you can say that the data science portfolio, okay, what you need, okay, you need the ability to communicate, the ability to collaborate with others, technical competence, the ability to reason about data, the motivation and ability to take initiative. Okay, so these are the few important things, okay, for demonstrating any data science or a demonstrating your data science portfolio. Okay, and it's also worth pointing out that the word you in proof you can do the work is important. Okay, your portfolio project should be unique. Okay, so see, these are the few things, and after that, let's talk about the projects to include in a data science portfolio. Okay, so see, data science is knowledge is not a small thing. Okay, so see, in a data science project, okay, the data science project should consist of at least 3 to 5 projects that showcase your job relevant skills. Okay, again, the goal here is to prove you can do the work. So the more your portfolio looks like the day-to-day work of the jobs you are applying for, the more convincing it's going to be. Okay, so don't pick just random projects to work on and add it to your resume or a data science portfolio. Instead of that, just go and solve a problem that relates to the companies that you are interested in. Okay, so this applies to the kinds of tasks you are taking on in your projects, but also the subject areas your project examine and the types of data sets you are working with. Okay, so first thing is that kinds of tasks. Okay, so see, like if you are just going with a any data science project, let's go with a one specific project, a prediction of house price, okay, which is a very basic project. So when in that projects, what are the different tasks, okay, what are the different steps, okay, you have to do. So first one is a, we already have a data because data is secondary, we already downloaded data. Okay, second thing is that data analysis. Okay, data cleaning, data wrangling. Okay, then you have to apply some data exploratory data analysis part. Okay, then after that you can go with some a resampling part if more if your data is imbalanced. Then after that, go with the model building part. After building the machine learning or deep learning model, okay, or even a statistical model, just simply go and deploy that model. Okay, so this kind of a task, okay, you should know. Okay, then you should just know the subject areas, okay, what you're working for. Okay, and like if let me ask you a one question, are you looking at position in marketing? Sometimes some people says yes, some people says no. Okay, so see, you probably want to highlight project aimed at answering marketing related question. Okay, if you are looking for a job, data job in mobile app development, you will want to show off projects that demonstrate you can pull useful product inside from app data. Okay, so that's why, okay, you should know the some subject area. Okay, now see here, what are the different kinds of data sets? Okay, so see, there are many kinds of different data sets, okay, which is again related to different industrial, okay, different industries. See, a industries, okay, say if you are going with a going in a e-commerce industry, so see, in that industry you have to just you will have to face a numerical data as well as the reviews of the customer data, as well as the customer purchase history data for creating a recommendation engine, okay, like that. So when you are working with a different kinds of, let's say, the a, a natural language processing, okay, so when you are working with that, like a email, okay, so again you have to go with the text data. Okay, when you are going with a different platform, okay, let's say a YouTube or a Hotstar, okay, or a any other Netflix, okay. So in that case, okay, you have to work with video data, you have to work with audio data, okay. So see, there are several types of data set, okay, and you have to work with different types of data set. Okay, you should know how to work with that particular data set, how to work with that particular data set. Okay, then in your data science portfolio, you should mention a data cleaning project. Now, see why data cleaning projects. Again, this is a very important part. Why data cleaning? Because see, when we are talking about data cleaning project, okay, so in each and every data science, you will see that after gathering a data, after collecting a data, first step is a data cleaning. Okay, so that's why, okay, just if you have a data, so just try to clean that messy data, okay, and just explain that particular data, okay, through the readme file on github. Okay, because you are uploading that data on github na, so try to explain all the things you did in your data cleaning project and mention that particular data cleaning project, all the details. Okay, let's say like you just like first data is this. Okay, in the data we have so many outliers, we have missing values, data is not the range of data is not same, so you transform the range, you apply some outlier detection techniques. Okay, you use some missing value imputation methods, okay, like this, or even you create a new columns, you create a new variables, okay, in your data, okay, like that. This all the things. Okay, so this is nothing but a data cleaning project. So mention those explanation, those details about your data cleaning projects, what steps you did in your data cleaning projects, okay, in the readme file. This is one of the file in the github. Okay, while you are uploading any project on github, so you should need to fill that particular a readme file. Okay, means in short, if someone just go to your profile on github and checking for what work you have done, so then by just reading the readme file of different your data science project, so that person can say that yes, he is a good explainer, he is a very good storyteller. Okay, so that's why again, okay, you have to just do some data cleaning projects, and again it's a very important step of data science projects. Okay, after that, data storing and visualization project. So see, when you are just saying that, okay, when you have that knowledge to just tell a story from a data, okay, when you say that, like, from a visualization project, you can explain that visualization projects an hour, you can explain that visualization project 2 hours, okay. When, okay, you should, when you know how to tell a story from a data, okay. Let's see, if you have a boring numbers, numerical values, okay, you created a one dashboard, data visualization dashboard by Tableau, by even a Power BI, even with R Studio, okay, by using a Shiny library, okay. So if you created this kind of data visualization dashboard, okay, so you should explain what is that particular plot mean, you should know what is that particular line plot mean, okay, you should explain that particular thing, okay. You should explain at this particular point why the sales are very low, okay. You should explain the other things, okay, about that particular plot, about your data science dashboard, okay. So then you can say that, okay, when you can say that you are a data scientist, okay, when you good at data storytelling, okay. So if you know how to tell a story from a data, so then I can say that you will be a good data scientist, okay. Then group project. So like at the time of like in the college, okay, you can create a many group projects, as well as in a like in a company, if you are working in a team, so try to just don't go and just upload all the uh, you can say that the precious information of your company on a GitHub, okay. Don't do that. Just go and just say that, okay, I worked on this particular part, okay, I extract that particular insight, okay. Like, okay, you just find out a model which is showing a higher accuracy, okay. Previously you got the model as 80%, now you just found out the model which is giving you a 95% accuracy, okay. So just add those few important things, okay. Then, okay, you can add any other project types, okay, like end-to-end system building projects, okay. Or even if you working if you passionate about for writing a blogs or a post or article, or if you are passionate about talking about data science on a like a on a TED talk, or any particular function, so you can mention those thing, okay, as well in your data science portfolio, okay. So again, these are the few very much important things, okay. You should consider these things, okay. Then after that, portfolio project format and presentation, okay. So the first and very much important part is just go and upload your project, data science project, on GitHub, okay. Then second thing is that, okay, if you are very passionate about data science, so you can create your portfolio site as well, okay. Like by using Git, okay, or by using GitHub as well, or even you can use Python for creating a portfolio site, okay. But for that you have to use a few libraries like a Flask, okay. So again, like this Flask we are using for creating a web framework, okay, a web page, okay. So for that you need to know a bit about HTML and CSS, okay. So then you can easily go and create a portfolio site, okay. As well as, okay, these are the next level thing, okay. Okay, see, creating a portfolio site is a very plus, or you can say that a very a like beyond the a you can say that common work. Okay, then if you completed any project, okay, you should, okay, if you just took a data from any sources, so just try to mention that source. Okay, okay, either, okay, even if you created a data by your own by doing survey, okay, or by just collecting data from any website, okay, so try to mention how you collected the data. Okay, try to add that survey. Okay, this is nothing but the data sources. Okay, so again, like many times you will see that if someone's just wrote an article, okay, at the end, at the bottom, he just add a resources. Okay, he refer the particular article, he refer that particular website. Okay, so just try to add those things. Okay, then it will be very helpful that yes, you are a genuine. Okay, you just took a small part from the data, you took a data from Kaggle, and you are saying that yes, I just took a data from Kaggle. Okay, which means, okay, then it's a good impact, okay, on the recruiter. Okay, so this is the part. After that, see, after completion of this, let's go and talk about data science interview questions. Okay, now see, like I, like overall I took a time, okay, for discussing a resume building and the portfolio building as a 1.5 hour. Why? Because you see, okay, a resume, okay, is the initial step. Okay, while entering to or just cracking any data science job. Okay, you should have a good resume. Okay, or impressive resume. Okay, while just by looking at your resume, interviewer or the hiring manager says that yes, this resume is a perfect resume for this particular job. Okay, so see, means, okay, resume is very much important. Okay, because this is nothing but the entry pass, okay, of that particular job. Okay, if you get the entry pass, then after that you can go and explain all the things you have completed, you have done the work on that particular part. Okay, but if you don't get the entry, the entry this thing, okay, so then you can't say that. So basically, when you can't get when you don't get the entry pass, then simply, okay, if you have a lot of knowledge about data science but your resume is not good, okay, so then you don't get the entry pass for that particular position for second interview, second round of interview. Okay, so that's why I took 1.5 hour to explain this, how to create resume. Okay, which is, okay, by just looking at the resume, the interviewer will definitely say that yes, okay, you just I'm gonna take the second round of interview for this particular candidate. Okay, or if you have a data science portfolio, if you have a very impressive data science portfolio, then you can simply say that yes, yes, you can just say that, okay, that interviewer will say that yes, he completed many data science work. Okay, he completed many research on a data science, he completed many, he wrote many articles, he wrote many blogs on data science. Means that particular candidate is very much passionate about the data science. Okay, so that's why I took that much time. Now let's go with the data science interview question and see. In the data science interview question, here we are gonna talking about the FAQ. Okay, see, FAQ of data science interview. So again, the first thing is that tell me about yourself. Okay, and see, in each and every interview, okay, the interviewer definitely ask you this question: tell me about yourself. Okay, see, okay, that interviewer have your resume. Okay, he knows, okay, he read all the resume. Okay, but again he's asking, tell me about yourself. Why? Because he just wanted to know, okay, are you able to explain yourself or not? Okay, so this will probably be the very first question of the interview, a very generic question, okay, which is tougher than it sounds. Okay, you need to avoid telling the story of your whole life, but you don't want to pause after three sentences either. Okay, first, okay, you can just go with your name, or either you can start with, okay, your educational background. Okay, or you can start with your current role. Okay, when you are starting with your current role, say, like, if someone working as a data science scientist, so he can say that, hey, hey, I'm XYZ, I'm working as a data scientist as particular firm, and see, like like I have a lot of achievements in my previous work. Okay, and now I am working on this particular path, which is a very much important, and now I am leading a research and development team of my firm. Okay, like that. So try to go and explain each and every step, try to go and explain each and every skills you have. Okay, so if you mention 10 skills in your resume, so just go and just read those 10 skills. Okay, because many time you forgot to just mention one or two particular things. Okay, which means you are weak at those particular skills. Okay, if you just mention a project, let's say computer vision project, and you just ran a code and you complete the project. Okay, and you don't mention that particular project work in your this tell me about yourself question. So at that time, that interviewer just says that yes, he would be weak at that, he may weak at that particular uh, project. Okay, so why not to go and try to just talk about that particular computer vision project. Okay, so that's why just mention the things, okay, you know, in your resume, and you just mention all the things. Okay, you just mention the all the work, okay, you have done, all the skills you have, and then after you can also add a few things, or you can say that a part-time hobbies or a passion. Okay, so that's how you can just answer this particular question, which is the first question: tell me about yourself. Okay, now what relevant work experience do you have? Yes, absolutely, interviewer have your resume, but again he is asking what relevant work experience do you have. Okay, so which is a very straightforward question which leaves title space for meaning. Make sure that you are well prepared before the interview. Carefully study the job description and identify how your work experience is going to be useful in handling the responsibilities at this new position. So try to be specific and point out which are the activities that you learned to do in your previous jobs and how they would allow you to perform well at this new position. Okay. Then after that, third question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay. So this is a potentially dangerous question. The interviewer wants to know whether the company would be able to count on you in the long run. Okay, whether you are looking for a job to tide you over, okay, or for a career. Besides hiring someone that is qualified and skilled, most firms want to choose person that believes in a future with a company. Okay, they don't want to invest a great deal of the time and money in order to recruit and the train someone who will leave their company in after 2 years. The hiring manager wants to understand exactly how you think. Perhaps you intend to gain 1 or 2 years of practical work experience and join your family's business. Okay, maybe you want to start your own, you can say that, maybe you can start your own company, or maybe you believe that 1 or 2 years at this job would allow you to pursue much more interesting opportunity with other companies. Okay, this is why you need to be prepared and have a good answer in mind, okay, for this particular question. Okay, so like instead of replying where you will be in 5 years, which is kind of dangerous for the above mentioned reasons, you can talk about exactly what you would like to learn in the next 5 years. Okay, you can say that you want to become a very good at what you do, gain hands-on practical experience in managing people, and that you always wanted to become a technical expert in the field for which you are interviewing. Okay, and as a closing statement, you can add that you are excited about this particular position because you believe that it is a step in the right direction and will allow you to achieve your goals. Okay, so this is how you can spin the question in the direction you are able to achieve three different things. Okay, first, you protect yourself from answering a potentially dangerous question. Second, you will be able to emphasize that the main driver in your career is professional growth and self improvement. And third, you are able to aff- affirm that you are excited about the job opportunity. Sounds good? Okay, then after that, let's talk about the another most frequent question, which is nothing but a what is the difference between AI, data science, ML, and deep learning. Okay, so see, these are the like a, you can say that these four things are very much relatable. Okay, see, in each and every case we are using data, okay, for building a product, even for finding out the insight. Okay, you know, artificial intelligence is a universal set. Okay, you know that. Okay, with the help of artificial intelligence, okay, you can, in the artificial intelligence you are building the product. Okay, like you are creating a robot. Okay, like a Sophia. Okay, this is one of the AI robot. Okay, then in artificial intelligence you can create a AI app for detecting any particular disease. Okay, and in data science, basically what is the difference between AI and data science? In artificial intelligence we are dealing with a just innovation. We are just going with the like a building a product, building a particular robot, or building an app. But in data science, okay, data science is a business term. Okay, in data science we are just finding out the insights from the data, okay, which grows your business, which grows a company's business. Okay, and what is machine learning and deep learning? Machine learning is a type of, you can say that, sub part of artificial intelligence, and deep learning is again the sub part of machine learning. Means in set like in terms of mathematics, you can say that artificial intelligence is a big set, in that we have a, and machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, and deep learning is the subset of machine learning. Okay, then after that, most frequent question, next most frequent question is what is the center limit theorem? Okay, now why the center limit theorem? Because see, when you are saying that data transformation, okay, or in hypothesis testing, okay, now see, this thing are the very much important. So in data science domain, okay, you should know the some theorems of statistics. You should know the central limit theorem. Why we are using central limit theorem? Okay, so basically we are using this central limit theorem for converting any data's distribution to the normal distribution. Okay, but here we have some condition. Okay, we should have a more than 30 samples. Okay, and if we have a more than 30 samples, only then I can go with a center limit theorem. Okay, otherwise if our population data follows a normal distribution, then only you can use a center limit theorem, okay, for converting your data from any different data distribution to a normal distribution. Okay, so this is a center limit theorem. Okay, now again, what is second, again the another question, which is a what is correlation coefficient? So see, when we are talking about the correlation coefficient, okay, this is a very important part, because see, when you are dealing with numerical data which is continuous one, then for building a model, first you have to find that is there any dependency between those columns or not, means multicollinearity problem is present or not. So for checking that, you have to find out a correlation matrix on your data. Okay, so correlation coefficient just find out the linear relationship between two continuous variable. You can even create a correlation matrix of your all the numerical columns. Okay, so this is now again, which is a very important, like a correlation coefficient in regression analysis. Okay, you can use the correlation analysis. In hypothesis testing, you can use the correlation analysis. So many times you will use this thing. Okay, again, see, like many times, like interviewer may ask you that, okay, like say if you are finding a correlation coefficient for numerical data, so how to find a correlation for categorical data? Okay, so for that you can just say that just go with the chi-square distribution, just go with the chi-square test. Okay, now a chi-square test can say that are the two categorical variables are relatable, means the dependent or the independent. Okay, so that's how you can just tackle this particular question, because one to one, okay, one by one he can ask you this series of question. Then after that, what is a recommender system? So basically, you are using YouTube. Okay, you are watching some videos on YouTube. Okay, so definitely Google have a your watching history, okay, on YouTube. So he can just use that particular, as well as the liking history, as well as just the, like, which kind of videos are you watching on YouTube. So see, if you are watching comedy videos, so definitely YouTube will recommend the comedy videos to you, the more comedy videos to you. Okay, which are very similar. Okay, so means depends on the your content. Okay, they can just recommend that particular product or video to you. So as well as in e-commerce website as well, if you are purchasing a, let's say, mobile, so definitely e-commerce website just recommending you to purchase headphone as well, just recommending you to purchase another charger as well. Okay, recommend you to purchase a back cover as well. Okay, so this is nothing but this is how they are just gonna use the recommendation system for showing you the similar kind of product. Okay, So just by explaining this short example, okay, for this recommender system, okay, you can just answer this particular question. Okay, so in 1 or 2 minutes, okay, you can explain this particular question. Okay, then after that, see, another question: what is the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning? So see, first and most important difference between the supervised and unsupervised learning is nothing but the supervised. In supervised learning, you are working with the labeled data. In unsupervised learning, you are working with unlabeled data. It means, in short, in supervised learning, okay, see, in supervised learning, we are building the model of regression, means predicting a numerical value or predicting a class, means a categorical data. So see, in supervised learning, you have the input data as well as you have a one column, which is the output column. So, so output column is nothing but the label data. Okay. So this is, and in the unsupervised learning, okay, you are only dealing with the input data, not the output column of the total data. Okay, so this is a most, you can say that most common difference between the supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, you can say that yes, you can build a regression model, you can build a classification model on supervised learning, you can a just find out the clustering, you can just reduce your dimension of the data by using unsupervised. But if don't tell him that in the supervised learning you are using labeled data, in the unsupervised learning you are using unlabeled data, which means your basics are very weak. Okay, so there is a, okay, and after that we have a confusion matrix. Okay, so see, like, see, after this the data science interview questions, we just remain with the how to prepare for coding round. Okay, so so this is for okay, I will take 1 to 2 minutes only for showing you how to prepare for coding round. Because see, I'm gonna show you a few like websites. Okay, from there, okay, you can just say that yes, okay, you can, okay, on that particular website you will see that many coding round in interview question you will face. Okay, and you can solve many things on that. Okay, so that's why just go with these few this interview questions, okay, which are very important. Okay, then you see we have another question, which is a what is confusion matrix. So see, confusion matrix is very important part in classification term. Okay, when you are saying a, when you are building a classification model, so for checking your classification model is valid or not, so then you can say that at yes, you can say that at that time you have to use classification matrix, classification report, as well as a confusion matrix. Okay, after that you can say that this is another question: tell me the difference between r square and adjusted r square. So for that you should know the what is r square, what is adjusted r square. I'm not gonna talk about that formula for r square as well as adjusted r square. You should know the interpretation, you should know the meaning of r square, what that particular value means. So r squared means a x percentage, let's say 60% r square. Okay, r square value is 0.6, which means 60% of variation of your output data explained by your input variables. And adjusted r square means when you are comparing different models of regression, okay, so at that time, okay, which model gives you a higher r square, okay, that model is the best one. Okay, so these are the two, you can say that the interpretation of the r square. So if you say this thing, so it's good enough. Okay, then explain any one machine learning algorithm. Now guys, this is very important question. Why? Because in each and every question, in each and every interviewer might gonna ask you this particular question: explain any one ML algorithm you should know. Because in data science, in artificial intelligence, one thing is common: machine learning and deep learning. So if you worked on a data science project, you obviously worked on a machine learning models. Okay, so you should know the machine learning algorithm. So that's why you should know the this any one machine learning algorithm. So like many peoples are preferring k nearest neighbor because it is very simple to explain k nearest neighbor. Okay, so by using Euclidean distance, you can simply make the classification of your data. Okay, then after that, explain your data science project. You should know all about your data science project from a data collection step to a data deployment step. Okay, try to explain all the steps, okay, in your data science projects. And lastly, when we plot histogram and when we plot bar plot, okay, so see, when I'm saying that I'm plotting histogram, okay, so basically we are plotting histogram when we have a continuous data. When I'm saying when we are plotting bar plot, when we are dealing with the discrete data. So this is the difference between a histogram and bar plot. Okay, because by looking at this histogram and bar plot, okay, the new person will have definitely says that yes, these two plots are nearly same. But histogram, we are just plotting histogram by using continuous data, and we are plotting bar plot by using a discrete data. So this is the difference between histogram and bar plot. So these are the few FAQs for data in, science interviews. And see, uh, any different data science interview question, again, it's how its own weightage. Okay, now lastly, how to prepare for coding round. So see, when I'm saying that how to prepare for coding rounds means, okay, you should know, you should just expert in one particular programming language, any one particular programming language, either Python, either R, okay, or sometimes SQL as well. Okay, why SQL, which is a relational database management system server. Okay, so with that you can handle your data. So you should know the different queries. Okay, you should know how to extract data by using SQL queries. Okay, so try to go with that. Okay, you should know the where clause, having statement, this aggregation function on SQL. Okay, you should know all about that. Okay, you should know the different joins. Okay, you should know when to use that particular join. Okay, this kind of thing. Okay, and then second thing is that, okay, we let me tell you two platforms. First one is nothing but the hacker rank. Okay, so see, by using this, okay, just go and create account on hacker rank. Like hacker rank provide you a, like, you can say that a new coding questions. Okay, you can just solve those questions on hacker rank itself. Okay, and you will see that definitely you will get the different approach for looking at the problem, looking at the coding problem. Okay, let's say if someone says that, like interviewer says that just write a function. Okay, write a program for just finding out a uh, just identifying a prime number, the number is prime or not. Okay, so you should know the definition. Okay, first, prime numbers definition: the number should multiply by the one or itself, then you can say that yes, this is a prime number. Okay, and you should know the all the basics about prime number. You should know, okay, all the, like, that particular, you how you can find out that particular number is prime number or not. Okay, so like you should know the few things. Okay, then you can just crack the coding round. Okay, so you see, go with the hacker hacker rank, and definitely on the hacker rank, just go and just be prepared for the coding round by using hacker rank. And another platform is a hacker earth. Okay, so why I'm using this two, why I'm saying that these two platform are very much important for preparing for coding round. Okay, because see, in these two platforms you will see that you will face new like many new coding questions. Okay, so that's why means you are building the ability for just creating program. Okay, so that's why go and check this thing. Okay, so now if you have any questions, so you can ask me directly. Like someone asked me what is a mean data scientist. So see, if you want to be a data scientist, so minimum qualification is graduation. Okay, in any domain, in statistics, in mathematics, either in computer science. Okay, or if you have a B, okay, then it's also sufficient. Okay, and if you wanted to go with a like a higher degree, like a master degree, okay, then it's a, you can say that plus point. See, like companies are looking for a data scientist with by a graduation degree with 2 plus experience or a 3 plus experience. Okay, but if you completed your master degree, so you can say that then it will only require a 1 year of experience for becoming a data scientist. Okay, or more than 1 year, like a in between 1 to 2 years. So you can say that yes, okay, this is like graduation is a minimum qualification. Okay, you can go ahead with the master degree as well. Okay, any other questions? Yes, absolutely. And see, like this data science field is a booming field, and because of freshers, many freshers are going to become a data scientist. So that's why like freshers are very okay for this data science domain. And see, if you are freshers, so try to like after going with these steps, okay, just try to go and try to go with the internship first. Okay, because in the internship you will learn all the, you can say that all the things that is needed. And yes, obviously, yeah, it's a first time. Okay, so when you are dealing with real life data, so it's good to have some internship experience. Okay, if you are fresher.